My name is Katie Ramirez, and I am the owner of Katie May Ramirez Parent Coaching, and I am located in Ventura, California. I graduated from JAI in March of 2023 and officially started my business in April of 2023. So I've almost hit the 1 year mark, which is really exciting. And I've really been using what I learned from JAI in the way of, really active listening was one of the main things that I use when I'm with my clients. And I find it really helpful to really hold space for them, and just really be there for them and help them feel supported and safe. I really enjoyed using the curriculum that I was taught through JAI. It was really amazing to get to go through the program myself first as a client, and then now I get to help and transform parents through that work. And I've just continued to build my business by networking. In-person talks are huge for me. They've helped me gain a lot of new clients, and helped me really build my email list, which is something else that I've been really nurturing from those in-person talks. And another way I've been building my business over the past year is just really having a support group kind of for myself, with other kind of fellow coaches where I can bounce ideas off of them, kind of hear how they're going, their struggles, and really just not giving up, even when it seems really hard and that no one's either coming or, reaching out to me. I'm just so passionate about this work, that it just keeps me going. And I know that I'm, changing the world one family at a time. And if I stop, then it'll never keep going. So that's how I've been really focusing on building my business this past year. I definitely had the mindset getting started, like, is anyone going to pay for this kind of service? And it was definitely something I had to work on myself. But the fact that I believed in it so much, I paid to become a coach and to do this work. And I just find it so valuable. And I've kind of shifted my mindset into, when we start to focus and work on ourselves and invest in ourselves, it's so much easier to commit to the process. And I kind of remind people too, when they're kind of hesitant about wanting to pay for this kind of service, reminding them, that this is an investment not only into you, but into your family and your kid's life. And it's really a small, minimal amount of money that you're going to end up paying that's going to serve you for your entire life and for your child's entire life and for their relationships moving forward. So it definitely has shifted. It was hard for me to get over that, and the mindset work came into play. But now it's, it feels good. And by offering this service, not only do I get to support families, but I get to support my family too. When I tell people now that I'm a parent coach, I kind of definitely still get kind of that glazed over look, like, what the heck does that even mean? So I really just approach and let them know I'm a parent coach. I support parents to help them feel more connected with themselves so that they can have more connection with their kids. And then they're just like, oh my gosh, wow, that is so needed. So once I kind of give them that little explanation of what it is that I do, they're like, yeah, we need more of you. We need more of that, or everyone needs a parent coach. And then you just kind of relate it to, if you got health goals, you hire a physical trainer. But if you have parenting goals, you need a parent coach, and so it definitely is something that not everyone is aware of. But once I explain it to them, they're like, oh, wow, yeah, we need that. I've built my business to work with my family is just reminding myself that this work is going to be able to support them too. And actually, the work that I do with my clients really helps me be a better parent at home, because I'm constantly reminded of the tools and the practices that I'm teaching my clients that I need to continue doing for me, because none of us are perfect, and we still struggle despite being a parent coach. But I just am really also modeling for my kids, when something's important for you and you found your passion or your calling, that it's going to take effort and it's going to take work. And sometimes that means it's going to take some sacrifices. So, yeah, I am spending a little less time with my girls, but it's also giving their dad an opportunity to step in and to fill in that role for me and spend time with them more. So it's been a juggling act, but it's been really great. And my girls now see when I have a call with the client, they get so excited about it because they're like, yay, mommy, you're getting to support somebody, which means you're going to get to support us too. So it's been really neat to kind of incorporate that into my family. Gosh, one actually happened just last night. I was in a parent support group that I hold once a month with my clients, and this woman just came to us and we were talking about transitions and how that can be really hard for kids. And we brought up the time of bedtime, and she's like, oh, it's so hard. And I was like, it's hard for all of us, and kind of reminding her that, it's kind of a separation time. So for kids, that can be really hard. And she goes, oh, not for me, Katie. And she almost didn't want to say this. She goes, we still co-sleep, and her daughter's 4. And she said it was some shame. And I was like, that's okay. Like, that's great. No shame here. And she goes, oh gosh, it feels so good to hear you say that, because she's like, I'm in other moms groups and they're all talking about how they sleep train or put their babies in their beds. And she's like, I just don't say anything because I'm afraid of the shame and the blame that I'm going to get from them. And it feels so good to feel that support from you. So it's something I just love to get to do with my clients, is to make them feel safe and not feel shameful, to really do what's best for them and their family, and to meet them where they're at, because we're all at different points in our lives, and I don't know what's going on for her, and who am I to judge her and make her feel bad about needing to get some sleep. She's like, I need to sleep, so we co-sleep. And I'm like, good for you for making that call and doing what's best for you and your family, because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. So those are just like the moments I love, when they're kind of like, you can see the shame lifting off of them, because it's so prevalent everywhere else, social media, these moms groups. So she finally felt safe to share this, where she didn't feel like she was going to get shamed for it. So that felt really wonderful to help her feel that. So the structure of my business right now is I'm really trying to just kind of meet people where they're at. I offer the 12-week program, which is the one-on-one, but I've really noticed that sometimes for people, it's a lot to handle. So I also offer a 6-week program for a lot of people, which have been really more likely to do, because it's kind of that shorter time frame. They feel like they can commit to that. Still based on the JAI curriculum, though. I just kind of pick the weeks that feel best for me. I offer a support group that's once a month, and that's really nice, because it's kind of just a chance for parents to join in, kind of get some value, start to know and trust me, where hopefully they'll move into wanting to dive in deeper. It's kind of where they can get their feet wet. And then I also really offer in-person talks. I work with schools now to try to go into the classroom and work with teachers and kind of implement these kind of same strategies on how they can help the kids in the classroom, feel more safe and connected. Then hopefully, having the parents come in from those schools to bridge the gaps between the teachers and the parents, because there's always a big gap between that, where, the kids are having behaviors in the classroom and it's because of stuff that's going on at home, and vice versa. So that's kind of how I've been structuring my business right now, and it feels really good. I see the future of parent coaching as just more parents who have a real passion to support other parents not feel so alone in this journey of parenting. I know for me, parenting kind of felt really lonely. I thought I was doing it all wrong, thought I was messing up my kids. I thought it was going to be so easy, and then it turned out that it wasn't. So I really see parent coaching starting to turn into this amazing opportunity for parents to feel more confident and connected in themselves and their own parenting, and then getting to pass that on to more parents. The more parents that we can get out and to support, the more kids are going to feel connected and safe, and then they're going to have better and stronger relationships. And it's just going to be this amazing like snowball effect, where everyone just feels confident and connected and loved and heard and seen and all those wonderful things that we learn, through this Jai program.